Hi everyone. So today I'll be presenting the project regarding the Gemini API and the Vertex AI. So in this today's project, I am like basically taking a text from the users, and then I am giving the summary of that text, the keywords from that text, and some highlight and some kind of analysis of the text. So basically, in order to provide all those features, um, I have used a Vertex AI. So Vertex AI is the API of the Google, and which will help in like calling the Google Gemini models with the help of authentication, and it also helps with billing. It also helps with like safer access to all different um, endpoints of model, and it's like a basically a midway portal to efficiently use our Gemini models. So as part of this project, I'm using a Google Gemini 2.5 Flash model, and I will basically in this project I have developed this project which calls the Vertex AI and which eventually calls the um, Google Gemini model in order to get this data from the foundational models result. And basically, in this entire project, we have a UI which calls to, which has like Java. The UI is built on HTML and JavaScript, and then we have a Flask. Basically, Flask is the server that I'm spinning up. All our code is on live based on the Flask. So Flask is our server architecture, and then we basically spin the server via Flask gateway, and it will open up the port, and our code then interact with different Google products, which is like Vertex AI and Google Gemini. Now, this is the entire workflow. Now I will show what I have done. So I'm currently on Google Cloud Platform. On a Google Cloud Platform, I am currently logged in into my account, and I have spinned up my Flask server, which is open on 5001 portal, like 5001 port. Um, so I will go. Basically, we can also use the UI on that port. If I click on Web Preview and if I change this port to 5001, this will lead me towards that UI, and that is it's the same UI. So now this is a UI. I have used some CSS and JavaScript to use this UI. Um, and I have like couple of features over here that I will show one by one. But before I jump into that, I want to explain how the Google Cloud Platform works. So on a Google Cloud Platform, whenever you create a project, you have project ID and project number, and you can use all different Google products that you want to leverage in your project. So first of all, I will just open um, the folder structure, and I'll explain what I have done. So in the so the very important theme of this project is configuration. So we need to go through the configuration first. In a shared file, there are some utils. Um, I will go. So this basically this util class that I have created, which helps us with logging, error handling, exception handling, validating the request, estimating the cost or the billing of the all different calls. Um, and then so this is basically the shared util file, and then we have like CSS for templating. We have CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. I have so these two feature has CSS and HTML, which is templating, and this has JavaScript as well, which will basically do it will handle all the different clicks and different UI experience. We can enhance it. This is just a base version of this project. Now app.py, this is an entry point of Flask entry point. Whenever we spin up the server loads the UI from this file all the different parts of the server we configured over here in the app.py. And this is a Gemini client file. Um, Basically, here we wired our project to the Vertex AI. So Vertex AI APIs. So Vertex AI APIs helps us with counting the tokens as well. Like it will also give how us the value, but it will also give us the total count of different usage. For example, if I am interacting with the UI, how many tokens I have used, how many different different categories of token that I have used, and the summary of all the requests that I have made to the Google models, the Google Gemini models. Everything is logged and properly configured here. So this is a file to wire the Vertex AI API of Google. Um, so that's an one of the important file. So this is a high level overview of different util files, the Flask entry point files, different configuration files for the models, and so we have like total we have three features: code reviewer, image analyzer, text analyzer. I will go through everything today. Um, and we have requirement.tx where we'll just it once if you execute it, it will just basically do install the necessary dependencies. So you just need to run the requirement.txt to install all the necessary libraries. Um, so let's start with our project. Um, let me, so let's say, first of all, I will focus on sentiment only feature. So based on the text itself, it will understand what is the sentiment of text. I am kind of riding a bike. So it's a bike with in Cali, in California. So basically, this is a good sentiment. Let's see how it. So basically, it will return the JSON results, and I haven't changed that JSON result to an actual. I haven't performed any beautification, or I haven't performed any like styling on top of it, because I want to show how that looks, how the Google Gemini model response looks. So when I click on sentiment only, this is what we get out of our model, and I have like converted that response into the JSON file. So our sentiment is neutral because we haven't like mentioned I am happy or not, and this is a confidence level that model is giving, and it is explanation is also there. The text describes a factual activity without expressing any strong positive or a negative. So riding a bike can be enjoyable, but the sentence itself is purely descriptive. So these are all the three different things it's giving for sentiment. If I say, Fonia, I'm riding bike and enjoying. So if I add this, the sentiment will change. It become now positive. Confidence that the word enjoying clearly indicates a positive experience. So basically, it is calling Vertex AI and the model flashback. So the model flash for the Google Gemini, and that's how it's getting the sentiment. So it is a very pretty good responses that it's giving. If I say not enjoying, it will be negative experience. So sentiment is negative, not enjoying word he already extracted from it and say, okay, this is the reason for making this as the sentiment is not in a positive manner. So this is the one thing. Now we will focus on the next feature of this project, which is called summarization. It will basically give the summary of all the content. So summary is the individual is currently cycling in California but is not enjoying the experience. So basically it's a summary. Let's say if the paragraph is 100 words long or 1,000 words long, it will just give summary in 2 3 lines. Let's say if I write I'm in New York, uh, I like reading, it will just give the summary in a different way. So the speaker is currently in New York, enjoys reading, and despite also mentioning an enjoyed bike riding. So this is summarization. So it will literally segment all the text and convert it into the summary. So this is one of the good feature, which is called summarization feature. And the third one is extract entities. So it will extract all different keywords and explain all those keywords. So if I click on it, so there are first keyword is California, which is type of location, and the second word is New York. I'm New York in. So what kind of keywords are there in the text that will it will extract, and it will explain why it extracted those entities or the keywords, and it shows us here. So this is pretty much all different features that I have developed as part of the project, where I have used all the Google products like the Google Cloud Platform, Vertex AI, um, and then some basic utilities of Flask, Python, and fourth, I have used Google Gemini 2.5 Flash model to do all those intelligent, like to do all those foundational model results that I'm getting out of it. It's from the 2. Uh, like it's from the Gemini version, Gemini Flash model version um, 2.5. So thank you for um, watching this, and please subscribe to my channel.